Man, Black Rifle Energy works instantaneously.
Yo, man, I ain't doing a commercial for him because I don't know if I'm going to survive this one.
Yeah, but it works good. Oh, what?
Bienvenidos to the show.
What'd you do, Zach? You wrecked the camera already?
Oh, already. Rumble
dude.
Bean.
Oh, no.
Rumble Bean. Oh, goodbye, Rumble Bean. We'll see you next show.
Unbelievable. Anyway, welcome to the show, Mayhem Miller.
Yay! No fanfare.
He's not supposed to say cussing yet.
My bad.
You too. But when
I got like kind of
we have no
fired
chance.
up. Bud.
We have no chance. It doesn't matter.
Nah,
no,
we're
be
fine.
positive. We have a chance. Beep him.
Yeah. Can we
Beep
bleep
it.
me? Oh, yeah. I heard
Bleep
some
you.
type of
Is it
algorithmic
beep you or
secret.
bleep you? It's bleep, isn't it?
What the bleep do
I
we
said
know?
beep. It's like
Beep?
It's like meep.
No,
You're
I
like,
think
the
that
light,
you
the light
can.
went green.
Every beep is a beep, but also some beeps are bleeps. I just think that
That's a
it's,
t-shirt.
yeah.
But I have videos to show you. I have a lot of stuff to get
Buddy,
into.
I
But
feel
before we
like-
get into that, you're going to talk. Go ahead.
No, I'm just fired
All right,
up.
then
Bro,
talk.
I'm fired up. I haven't been on Jason Ellis' show in like at least a fortnight.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So
We should
here I
move
am
it to
back.
Mondays. We should move this show to Monday.
Mayhem Monday?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ from Latter-day Saints.
We
Thank
don't
you.
have Hawk versus Wolf anymore. We should move Jason L's show from Wednesday to Monday.
Listen, I'll come back if you guys want to do a meeting real quick. Yo, I look enormous on that thing. How
Yeah,
fat
I
am
don't
I?
like it. How come
What the
he's way
hell?
bigger than me? I'm big.
I'm not that fat, folks.
Yeah, white has made you look fat.
Oh, wow. It blew me up.
Black makes me look slender. Slender man. That's a murderer, right?
Well, allegedly. This guy
wasn't
shows
real.
up when you're doing some kind of drugs, I think.
Right. That
Right?
does add up.
Because the high school kids are saying that, it's
High
like,
school kids are kind of tripping already.
nah, they make shit up now. The
Yeah.
Snapchat filters their whole life.
Yeah. I don't know about that. But yeah.
But in my day, it was go to the bathroom, turn out the lights, and Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary. And then
Right.
she came, and
You
then
know,
like,
a girl hit on me, and she was like, "Hey, you're really cute." And then she sent me photos of her, and she was really hot. And then I told her, and she was hot, and then more hot, and then hot, and then she was like, "Here's my number, and let me FaceTime you." And then she FaceTimed me, and she was not hot. And I was like, "What the hell?" But I didn't say because I'm like a nice guy. I was like, "Oh," and she was like, "Is there something wrong?" I was like, not at all. It's cool." And then I was like, "What the hell was that?" After I got off the phone, and I told my daughter, and my daughter was like, "Dad, she's using a Snapchat filter. You idiot." And I was like, "Oh, well, whatever. I didn't do it."
I think we all been catfished at one time or another.
You think you'd know? Like, if you weren't old like I am, I should have gone, "Oh, you're using a filter." Because her face.
I one-upped
Man.
it. I just put on some VR goggles and then keep the filter on.
What's that Metallica song? The lines that crack your face.
Yeah, I don't know that one. Is that a karaoke one?
Women have to approve. There's women in every place. Pestilence. What you have to put other. What in,
Darkness imprisoning me. I cannot live.
That's another one. Right. They have a lot. But yeah, she was sandblasted.
I'm just gonna jump in the days that Hollywood had a Plenty of Fish website where you could pick up chicks.
Yeah,
right?
I heard about that. I was never on it.
Tap. It was like on the keyboard.
I was married.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
not.
No, you weren't.
I know, and I was just running around,
Killing it.
And one lady said, "Oh yeah, no, Asian girl." You know what I mean?
It was
nice
not the
face before Snapchat and all that.
Yeah,
no
before
filters.
they could do it.
But this chick was a Photoshop expert because when she showed up about 2:30, still took her down.
Oh hell yeah!
I'll just
that
tell you the
happened to me
truth.
at my very first Tinder date.
Yeah.
Yeah, met a girl, talked to her photos, and then she was like, "Come over, I'm in my negligee," and I was like, "Okay, that's
If she's gonna say the N-word, I'm coming over.
Wait, I didn't say the N word, did I?
I don't know.
I didn't. I'm not saying it again. I'm
Another
scared
one.
now. I said underwear. Anyway, she opened the door. And she leaned over like, "Hi," and I was like, "Oh, hi." And then when the rest of the body was revealed, it was like at 2:30, and I was like, "What?" But yeah, still.
But I just like pick up a single leg, you know what I mean? And then it's game over. She
It's a
can't get
weird
away.
thing. Like, guys will be like, "Oh man, that's not what was sold." Girls will be like, "Oh hell no," because I know a girl that was like, I touch a little one, and I go, "Nah," and I leave, and I'm like, I've touched it before, where because it's the opposite. Like, if a girl has a big vagina, like you don't leave, and I go, "Oh dang, I'm out of here." But girls, if they touch a little wiener, they'll leave.
Oh, that's sad.
And I feel sorry for the little wiener guy.
I know.
Because he knows he's got a little wiener. And if you touch it and leave, then he's like, oh, no one will date me because my wiener's little.
And then it gives you a complex.
Yeah,
huh?
and then you're all mean to people on the streets and you like ramble on about Cybertrucks or something.
Tiny dick strategies. I don't know what you have to do. You'd have to like really like jazz up your throat game or something. I don't know. You have to figure out how to like, I don't know. That's a whole set of problems.
Yeah, luckily, I don't have to deal with that. But I still feel like, unless it's micro, which I think is pretty rare.
Yeah, I feel like girls will give the benefit of the doubt.
If it's just a tiny one, but it's not like, it's just, I think guys see, because when you
look at porno, it's
that's
like
where you see it.
It's like the Olympic champion
those guys are like the highest level of cock.
Yeah, exactly.
Those guys are rocking.
Yeah.
And you
so
think that's
fair.
You think that's normal.
You're punching out of your weight class. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like you want to do Tai Bo and you go to the UFC gym and you're like, man, these guys are good. You know? I was just trying to get a tight buttocks. Yeah. So yeah, that's let it go, ladies. Let them live. They're out there, you know.
Yeah, well, no, back to the big girl situation. You know what I'm saying? I got to tell you, that little Plenty of Fish date was, I mean, pretty much like the hottest pussy I ever got, probably.
That's
I don't know if we're talking real dirty on this thing.
No.
But I will admit there was, and she was so thankful. And so like that I did.
That sounded mean.
Later on, no, I mean, she was appreciative that she was there. She was like so enthusiastic that it made up for the obvious lack of physical prowess that she had.
I feel like big girls is good. Because I'm big. You got to move it. I can move it. If you can't open the pickle jar, then maybe this girl's not for you. But I'll pop that pickle jar, son. Metaphorically speaking.
But get this. This is like when weed became legal, right? And this is when I was heavily using marijuana. This lady, I wasn't even home. I was like, I'm out of town. She was like, hey, I'm in your area. She was trying to pop in, but I was like, yo, I'm in Japan. Yeah. And she said, I left something on your door handle. And it looked like it was a trash bag.
What was in it?
Full of edible like every kind of weed cookie, but this guy I'm talking like $400 of bakery items.
That's pretty
maybe
cool.
Maybe 800.
I would have preferred
1,000.
when you said edible. I thought you were going to say edible arrangements.
Yeah, I almost did.
I used to love edible arrangements.
I once sent
the fruit with the chocolate.
Yes,
so good.
And it's up in a little.
I don't care how fat you
bouquet.
are, lady. If you give me edible arrangement, it's happening.
Some of them are healthy. You just a full fruit. You're
I don't
perfect.
care for I love
a chocolate?
I miss edible arrangement.
Well, I mean, look, you just should get somebody to apologize. That's the only time I send them.
I'm not that sorry anymore. That's
bad. I'm saying someone has to apologize to you. What? What do you mean?
I don't do anything that deserves an edible arrangement anymore. I'm good.
All right, good.
I haven't. Yeah,
that's a good barometer of your entire life. You know, if you're not having to.
At one point, I should have sent an edible arrangement to everybody I met.
Yeah,
now,
me too. Yeah,
nope.
I know.
You get nothing.
The big memory for me with the edible arrangement was there's a famous girl. She became a more famous actress now. But we were on this show, Attack of the Show, together. What was her name? Not Megan Fox.
Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Not Megan Fox. It was some other lady that was
Lawrence Nightingale.
She was in the movie Predator. Okay, the recent Predator movie where she was the female lead of this movie. Okay, ooh. And anyway. This lady,
who is that? I gotta know.
I met her on Attack of the Show with Chris Hardwick, and she was.
It wasn't the Predator, was it?
Olivia Munn. There it is. Okay. Was it? Yeah, Olivia Munn, wow, beautiful woman, really big, tall. She was a tall woman. Yeah. They were asking who would win in a fight between her or another host. Now the other host was very knowledgeable about martial arts, and then
knowledgeable or trained.
Knowledgeable.
So
maybe not trained. Yeah. So I pointed out, damn, Olivia Munn is a big bitch. Yeah. She might whoop her ass. Now,
wait, you said big bitch?
Yeah, on your show. On your show.
Wait, it was my show?
I'm pretty sure it's your show. I don't know.
Don't blame me for it.
Bro, but you know how we talk. I was like,
wait, Olivia Munn was on my show?
No. I was talking about who would win in a fight.
Oh.
I was on some radio show. Okay, sorry, bro. I said that she's a big bitch and she will win a fight. Now, in a printed article, that sounds really bad. Yeah. She's a big bitch. So,
Right.
and
If
she's
you-
like notorious for kind of being hard to work with, I think.
Oh, right.
So
She's a
she
stuck
took
up.
it personally.
Right.
She thought I was calling her that. But
Now what?
my colloquialisms.
I got it.
Oh, man.
Dude, just make
that's
it
great.
wider so it doesn't happen.
Bro, Ellis,
That's
you
it,
would
just
go
leave it there.
fucking banana sandwich at my studio because it's just constantly people fucking around back there. You don't know what to do. You know what I mean?
I'm
Like,
pretty laid back these days.
You are.
Yeah.
Are you?
Yeah.
It really seems like it.
Wait, I'm good.
You're just fired up at the director
of
of photography.
You don't remember how fired up I used to be?
Yeah, I know, yeah. Listen, I
He
get
knows
it,
I'm
bro.
joking.
We're all trying to be an
I'm not
exact
like, hey,
science.
man, like
Shoot a
fuck
double
you,
leg?
yeah, it's like we're talking after the show and it's not going to be good. I'm like, I'm going to forget. I don't even care. Good luck. Zoom in,
I
zoom
hear
out.
him giggling. What the fuck? The voice of
He's
God.
allowed to.
All right.
It's fine.
Yeah, so anyway, Olivia Munn hated my guts until I got her an edible arrangement. Then she blew me. Just kidding.
Oh, that was
I know.
juicy.
I know. I was just kidding
No,
about
you're
that
not.
last part. No, I was like, you know what I'm saying? She's just
Did she?
kicking me when I'm down.
She did. That's awesome. Man, that's a cool blowjob.
Keegan Michael Key's in the news.
She's lucky she didn't eat your head. She's a big bitch.
Bless her heart.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Do you know who Destiny is? I love this, dude.
Are you talking about Beyonce's original?
No. He's a debater. He's a guy that debates, and he's like a libtard or something. He's like a gay. He's not
What?
gay. He's like gay. He's like gay. Like I was. He's like open relationship gay or something.
Is it like getting too much pussy and then you go
Which
whatever?
is weird, but at least I was like kind of attracted. This guy's like a fabled man, but he's really good at debating. Like he debates people and schools them everywhere. I don't think I've ever seen him even lose a debate. He's on all kinds of shows.
I heard of this guy.
Dude, he talks you up.
Oh, he did?
He played you on the. Who's the podcast you did with the
I
guy that
know
lifts
who I
weights?
am.
Who's the guy? You don't know who I am. I am. You know who the guy that you were on the podcast recently where he's a weightlifter and he always asks MMA guys, "Do you think I can beat you in a fight?" Which was a cool angle because he made himself famous.
So clever.
It was so
I know.
clever.
I got caught with that rage bait and smeared it all over myself and went
He
after
didn't
him.
ask you that, did he?
Yeah, no, I mean, look, in there, you know
That's
me.
just
You know me.
ridiculous.
I was in and out and busted and this and that. But every once in a while I would come up and be like, hey, what the heck's going on in the internet? And I would I definitely remember getting my thumbs working. Yeah, bro, come to the gym.
yeah,
so it worked
dude.
on me too. Good job. But then I caught the joke. I was like, oh, okay.
He was
This
like,
dude is
you
just
really
big.
think
He
Demetrius-
loves being
I'm
big.
Like, dude, Demetrius is the wrong guy.
Did he
yes,
choke?
yes,
Did he-
that little
yeah.
guy could beat the shit out of you.
Yeah.
Next question.
Yeah, like a
But
bumblebee.
but you friends with him. You're on his podcast, right?
I mean, look, no. Sam Hyde hired me to go with him to this
Who's Sam
a
Hyde?
long time ago. I said I agreed to it. I didn't know who Sam Hyde was at all.
He's the racist guy, right?
Well, allegedly.
Allegedly.
He said he's anti-Semitic. I didn't get to the bottom
he
of his
said that
racism.
he's here to stop the white.
Genocide. That's what he
Genocide.
said.
I was like,
and I was like,
dude.
wait a minute. Oh man, we getting rounded up?
Oh my
I
God,
didn't even
don't-
notice.
Yeah, but I loved it because he can tell he's a bitter man. He got a micro penis, in my opinion.
Oh really?
Yeah, because he's so angry at everybody. Dude.
Why
Like,
are
we're
you
not-
angry? Yeah.
The genocide.
See, but he's like a big goon, but if he just like cut weight and whatever, maybe he'll feel better about himself. I think that's what's going on. He's like I'm using that word barometer, but he's like the canary in the coal mine of like incel culture a little bit.
Yeah.
He got a girlfriend and still mad about life.
Is she Asian?
I know she's a white lady. That's why I said,
'cause he has
hey
to
bud, go
keep
ahead,
the race
keep the
pure.
race going, then
Yeah.
bang her and get her pregnant. Hurry up, the
and then
clock's
have
ticking.
sex with her sister. You fucking
Yeah,
inbred.
there you go.
Yeah,
Sling
yeah.
your see,
Yeah, but he wanted to be madder to you, but he couldn't be madder to you because if it gets down to it, he
I
can't
know,
be like,
yeah.
well, what are we going to step outside? Like, you can't step outside, you fat bastard.
Well,
You're
you
going to
know,
get tired if you step outside.
I did get that feeling where that normally he can like win a debate because
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
just
yeah.
a big monster goon.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
I ain't worried about that.
No.
That's like more fun.
But more to the point, yes, you could also beat him if it came to that, but you verbally beat him.
I believe
you had
so,
good
yeah.
angles. You had a brain. You were using your vocabulary, and you handled him. You made him look like an idiot. So much so that Destiny played it
Oh, that's
and
fantastic.
said like,
Oh, it's
what-
a big honor because this guy is a very popular guy, as I understand.
yeah, and he
Okay.
he points out that guy is like an idiot.
Oh, cool! I'm
can't
glad
hear it.
somebody.
We can't
I'm
hear
glad
it.
somebody saw this clip Oh, okay. Because I was very shocked. The guy hired me to come over there because this guy always say 260-pound fighters, right? That's his thing?
Yeah.
Hey, sir in the booth, we cannot hear this?
It's Zach.
It's like, okay, well, prove. You were saying that 1 + 1 = 3? Yes. Let me explain how 1 = Okay, that sounds crazy. Oh, you interrupted me? Okay, sorry. Explain. No, you interrupted me? Yeah, I'm sorry. Go. No. You want to keep interrupting me? You want to talk about something else? No. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Explain. Oh, no, we can talk about something else if you want. We don't have to talk about 1 + 1 = 3. Like, okay, bro, just say your shit. Jesus.
Yeah.
This like kind of weird like meta macroing of the conversation.
Yeah.
Like,
I caught
he's
that
breaking
too.
down how you.
Insecurity, in my opinion, on the part of the arguer. I think. Yeah.
It doesn't need to be an antagonistic thing, bro.
Like he's.
But it is, because it goes contrary to my entire worldview that, human beings are just all trying to get by. Like, we're not, it's like you're making a gamify where, there's never going to be white people. Yeah, dude, you definitely will have, any kid you have is going to have a light skin hue, even if it's with a black girl. So there you go, you got your piece of the genetic pie. But why? Like, what are you angry about?
Why do you think I'm not angry?
Okay. You didn't seem angry. No, you don't seem
Yeah, I'm not angry. I'm not this. I'm not that. I'm not this. I'm not that. There's got to be a name for this. Do we have a name for this?
angry, but it seems like the logic is, no, white people are not going to exist, but we will. Let's hear it. Yeah.
But why is this something that touches a nerve for you?
Because
And the immediate pivot, the immediate deflection. Sam must have the arguments for this, right? Or
I think that it's more important that ideas move forward throughout time. Like, not necessarily.
Sam Hyde is a theater kid at heart. He performs the stuff well if he's unchecked. He can't really debate because he can't set up his dominoes unchecked. Maybe, I guess. It's so annoying not to be able to see people have, just to be able to have conversations about.
You don't know him. I don't know.
Look, I've seen this guy's face before. I don't know why.
He's
and I know he is like a popular YouTube, TikTok, all that,
If I was ever in a discussion where he used me as the person that he agreed with, I'd be pumped.
Well, it's interesting because that wasn't about the substance of the conversation so much as the battle tactics the Hyde was using, where he fell back. Oh, let me finish. And I was like, yo, what? Okay, finish.
I know, because and he was like, no, seriously, you gonna let me finish?
Nah, here's the thing, right? Is that I'm sure I'll argue with old Destiny about something else.
Oh,
and I might agree with them about stuff.
He's annoying.
Is he? Okay,
but he's good. But that's part of his thing. It's like he is annoying. It's like that black chick that what's her name?
Catch Me Outside? I mean,
nah, the black chick that like she acts super white and shit. She's like a
Candace Owens?
Yeah.
She doesn't act white.
Well, you know what I mean.
But
she's all anal.
She has a very,
She's like anal,
she
like a
has
white girl.
I know, huh?
You know what I mean? Like, actually, it's like you're annoying.
Like, you know what I mean? It burns
Even if
your
you're
ear.
right, it's like, shut up. But you don't want to say that because that's not cool. But she does.
I like her.
She
She's
talks.
cool.
Yeah, I know. Right? That's something about me. I like her
Sorry.
too.
Yeah, I know.
We just want to. But she's like, women aren't happy unless they're unless they have children. I'm like, shut up.
I don't know, man. I met a lot of older ladies that don't got kids that are really living life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they're happy, right?
Income, yeah.
Yeah. What about people? I don't care what you got between your legs. That don't like kids.
I know. Yeah, it's tough. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. Kids is a lot, man. Like if you don't have women, if they don't have a child, they're like wasting their life. I'm like, shut up.
Yeah.
Like you know what you need to do? Worry about you. If you're happy with kids, then good, great. If you're not happy if you're happy without them, good, great. I don't understand like the argument.
Yo, I gotta look into this Destiny thing because like, what else? Like there must be a lot of that then because that was like barely what we were talking about. You know what I mean? That was just an argument tactic.
I think
he was using.
He's like, that's a guy that I can nail to the wall, and you were just there helping him prove a point.
Oh, yeah. No, it was an accident because this guy like brought me there to troll
Which
Bradley.
guy
Sam brought me there.
Wait, the guy you argued with?
I rode in the car with him up there, yeah.
Wait, you went there with the racist guy?
Yeah.
Wait.
Listen, bud.
Wait, that's your friend?
That's what I said. That's what Bradley said. No, yeah, look. I can not agree with somebody and still be their
he
friend.
Brought you there, and then you two fought.
So he went to troll Bradley.
And then the weightlifter guy was just like, okay, cool. That's what happened? Did you even talk to the weightlifter guy?
No, yeah. I talked to him.
What's his name?
Bradley Martyn. Yeah. I talked to him, yeah.
Did you debate Bradley?
I mean, yeah, not really.
He didn't bring up, could I beat you in a fight? He didn't.
Nah.
Yeah.
Unspoken.
Isn't it funny how, like he'll say, Nate Diaz, you think I can beat you in a fight, but he don't say it to you. Isn't that crazy?
I know.
Like everybody, it's like he's like, I'm not gonna ask. You know why you're not gonna ask? Because he might actually fight you right now, you pussy. That's what you're worried about, because you won't actually do it.
There's very little internet between us.
Yeah. Man, that's awesome. He wouldn't even say it.
Bless his heart. And, you know, I think that guy is clever and has done a
hell
good
yeah.
job
Hey,
of
man.
developing a little empire, you know?
Insane Clown Posse make money. You know, like, are they cool? No, they're terrible. But they made money, so congratulations.
Sick.
And so did Bradley Martyn.
Sorry, I didn't mean to derail a whole conversation about women and having babies, but, you know, I'm just wondering now.
So you're trying to debate me now. I see what you're doing.
Yeah, I like to debate. I love to argue, really.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah, what do you want to argue about?
You're the one that wants...
In favor of...
You're in favor of children.
of
women should have kids, you're saying.
Yeah, women should have
I'm saying they shouldn't.
Traditional values.
I'm saying that all women should be whores.
I'm saying that they all can be whores, but they just
Prostitution was the
pop out
first job.
babies.
Did you know that?
Did you know that monkeys got coins and then they gave all the monkeys and they banged? Yeah.
Donkey shows are some of the most entertaining shows I've ever seen. No, that's not. Sorry.
I couldn't bring myself.
Don't drink any more of that.
Oh, okay, you're right.
You will
Ooh,
fly.
I'm freaking pumped.
They-
Drinking Black Rifle all day.
It works.
Y'all trying to bring the devil out
You
of
know
me.
who might have had too much Black Rifle?
Bro, I'm sweating.
Sean Strickland. So we're
Jon
going to play. People that know that
Strickland.
he's in the news right now. What a guy that
Well-
guy is. Full of,
Vim and vigor?
like, man, he's a moron. And it's a weird thing, like, if you say that, then you got to watch out. I'm like, I ain't going anywhere. And if I do, go ahead, beat me up. You think I give a shit, dude? I'll wake up, I'll take a piss, go eat dinner. You don't fucking, I don't sweat you, bitch. Give a shit if you're fucking tough. You're an idiot.
Well,
You're an
here's what-
idiot.
hey,
That's what
but-
you are. You're an idiot. That's what you in the dictionary. Idiot is your face. You're a dumb person. You say dumb shit. You're full of hate. Your dad, you mean like you got molested? So did I. And guess what? It made me mad. Wah! And I would cry too if you analyze. You cry, you sad, and your sad turns to aggression, and you're just a sad, angry bitch. Fuck you. I don't give a fuck. Fuck you, Ant, with Brendan Sharp's dick. I give a fuck about all of you idiots. I swear to God. I'm so sick of like, pitter patter. Don't start anything. Suck my ass. You're an idiot. And everyone loves you. Kids love you. Oh, Strickland got a point. Does he? He's never had a point. He's an idiot. Jab teep. Boring. But anyway, he was in the corner of a fight, and the guy was like, man, Strickland, I'm choking your boy. And Strickland comes in.
Let's see.
The best part is, I think he's trying to kick his flip-flops off to fight the guy, but it makes him do this weird walk.
Oh, I saw it. I saw it only one time.
He looks
I
like
haven't
a-
analyzed the video, so I want to watch it
He's
again.
like a retarded robot. Something really happens with his walking where it goes horribly wrong.
He stomps through the forest like Shrek. I know that.
Dude. Yeah, so he goes, fuck you, Strickland, and then he goes, suck it.
Yeah, okay. I can see getting fired up.
Okay,
But come on.
but then he throws punches. He is like,
Socked
he just
him in the
kind of
head.
like,
He socked him in the head pretty good.
he punched him.
And then who's this corner man? Get him in the tie clench.
That's a UFC guy.
I know. Wait, no, it was in the corner with Strickland, right? So he just ran up with Strickland.
Two
no?
UFC guys came at him to fight
Oh, that's
him.
another UFC.
The black guy is what do you call it? Who's the black guy? He's like a top 10.
Hernandez is on the map because of this. God bless his heart. I hope he has a good. Look, he choked the
He's
dude
like, I
out.
want to be on the contender now. I'm like, you're in for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
cool.
so he says something which is disrespectful, but also if you're yelling stuff at me,
yeah. Is this in Vegas?
I think so
Tough
because
enough? Yeah.
apparently Dana White was there.
Hilarious. Yeah.
So that guy gets an in, and he's like, fuck you guys, and I kind
That's
of
pretty awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, like you choked the guy out,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you made fun of his team
He just beat up his whole team, kind of.
a little bit,
That was pretty badass.
and you punch him and didn't do anything.
Didn't do anything.
He wins
He
again.
laughed, and yeah, it was good.
And he is on the map now. Like, and I don't know how good that guy is. I just know that he did beat our guy, and he also made Strickland look like a dumbass.
Strickland has a lack of impulse control that's showing. Like, what the fuck?
dude,
you know what I mean? You're the
okay.
corner man. You got to teach.
So yeah, the interview with the fighter first. So the fighter Hernandez talks to Ariel Hawani.
Ariel Helwani in the field.
Oh, constantly.
He was making
He's
fun
just
of
in
me.
the
I think he called me
trenches.
fat.
Okay.
You know, I don't like take that lightly. Me? He said, fuck you, Sean Strickland. You know?
And then he punched you.
Yeah, he
Did he
punched me.
connect?
He did, but I'm still standing, still smiling. And I'm here with Ariel
Still
Helwani,
known
man,
for
the
being a
best.
power puncher.
Yeah, man.
Congrats.
Thank you, man.
Yes. Oh, that's awesome.
Hopefully, yeah, I got a 3-second knockout.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, man.
Congrats.
Thank you, man.
Congrats.
Hopefully, I'll be in the UFC soon.
All right.
Yeah, I remember that guy. Yeah.
Okay, well, cool. I look forward to seeing him in the Contender. Not because I don't watch it, but anyway. So I'm like, I watch that, I see that, and I go, okay, cool, dude. Look, if someone in the corner is talking smack and you're in the middle of a fight, you're pretty amped up. You're fighting, and you told them to suck it, and then they came in and assaulted. It's assault, dude. And I know it's like hard to decipher when you're in a fight and you're a fighter, but honestly, I don't care. If you're a fighter, when you're not in a fight and you punch somebody, it's assault. And you're not supposed to do that because the authorities can come. You should worry about that if you want to have no record or whatever. But then the thing that makes it worse is Sean Strickland gets, because he loves to talk, he gets on the camera and goes, look, you guys don't understand. Abraham Lincoln would have done the same. That's basically what he says. Listen to this.
Corner guys who lose all the time. And I'm the first one to shake their hand, raise their hand, and I wish him well on the next one. But after the fight, this guy comes up to me and calls me by name. Strickland. Calls me a bitch. Tells me he's gonna fuck me up. Does the hand gesture, then says that. I can't even say it. It's trying to be a violation. Like, as a man, I am not capable not to answer that. If I walk down the street, if I leave my house and somebody says that, like, my soul will not allow that to not go answer. It just does not. I cannot do it. I cannot fucking do it. I can't do it. And I have the American flag and I have the Constitution in my office, and I look up to a lot of our founders. George Washington, later on, Andrew Jackson, Teddy Roosevelt, and these are like the pinnacle of men in masculinity. And if they were to witness that, and they were to see me not react, the way I acted, I think they would find shame in me, and they would probably think I was unfair.
He's like, our
These guys
forefathers
are
would have
people for
found
fairness,
shame.
and what that guy
They
said
would have
to me.
shamed him.
And if I could go back, would I just not corner the fight? Would I not be there? Would I not put myself in that situation? Sure, yes. But I just don't have the ability to let a man talk to me like.
Because you're a moron.
Yo, man, let me just talk to old Sean Strickland right now,
Yeah,
but
because here we go. Because I know that you're gonna be like, wait, Jason, is he a moron? Because hear me out. Go ahead.
no, listen, this guy,
I don't know why you bring the forefathers involved.
this mentality. Oh, if you're constantly thinking that Abraham Lincoln and George
watching
Washington
you.
and Andrew Jackson is right over your shoulder, you're gonna always fight a duel with everybody.
Do you really think Abraham Lincoln would punch you if you?
He would challenge you to a wrestling match and win because he was an excellent wrestler.
But he would say, "Are you ready? And do you accept the challenge?"
Yes.
He wouldn't just punch you out of his
Look,
flip
man,
flops.
yo, I get where Sean's coming from.
Yeah,
This
okay. If anyone would, you would.
I need to have
Yeah.
respect.
Yeah.
But in real life, that shit does not pay off. You get 3 to 5 at Chino.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Like, be the bigger man. When you say, because he does this thing where it's like the masculinity thing and the America thing, and I'm like,
telling
dude, being a man is not. I punch you in the face if you flip me the bird.
Bro.
It's just not.
Yeah.
Like, you need to understand that, like, if somebody says you're a bitch and they flip you off, that's their insecurity.
Bro, you got to take the
I don't care what they
Genghis
say.
Khan cold face and put it over top of you where you don't care about anything. You know what I
Doesn't
mean?
mean anything. He looks stupid.
Yeah.
And then you're saying that's America right there. Like, okay, dude.
He had very, like, dad that, like, just is hungover energy. Coming in with his hands down to give a straight right hand.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. If you punch my child, I will walk into the cage like Sean Strickland.
Yeah, I get it.
But if you go,
Look, come on.
hey, I'm like
X
dude,
Factor in my
I'm like,
nuts.
come on, man. I don't care.
Oh my god.
You're just an idiot. And you lost. You gave the guy that you hate, and also the guy's Mexican, and I think that's got something to do with it. I think Strickland's a racist.
You think so?
Fuck yeah.
I don't know. I haven't listened to a lot of his interviews.
Dude, he's on there. Who's the blonde girl that works for the UFC?
Oh yeah.
He's on there recently.
Lauren Sanko.
Saying that he's
What?
like, America was all about Chuck Liddell, and now it's a bunch of people playing in a sand pit, and I'm like,
What?
Yeah,
what
dude,
do you
he's
mean?
like he's saying the
Bro, you're gonna get if you just Google
Dude, he's
Sean
saying-
Strickland racist comment.
Dude,
he's gonna get a million.
Dude, he's okay. So that kind of proves my point.
Yeah.
He says Makachev and all those guys playing in a sand, born in a sand pit, and I'm like, really, dude? Really?
I think it's kind of funny, bro.
Yeah, okay.
He's you know what I mean? He's like making light of the fact that
I'm not triggered by his racism.
yeah.
I'm just saying he's racist.
Oh, okay.
I'm not, and we've got to get him.
I ain't even
he should
mad
still
about
be
it.
in the
Yeah,
UFC.
yeah, I was
Like,
gonna
yeah,
say,
like, I'm not saying he should go to jail or
I feel
anything.
like in America, see what we forget is we have the First Amendment, and that
I respect him.
Technically, you're allowed to be racist.
He is allowed.
Okay, as long as you're not hurting nobody.
And if you're a huge racist fan, then you should get his T-shirt.
Yeah,
and that's fine. It is. And if you want to, and if I see you on the street and you go, "Buh," I don't care.
I know. Yeah, that's
it's just,
funny. Yeah.
it's just. I'm just saying.
I don't know the Mexican
He's
angle.
a racist guy.
I don't think so. I think more of it was just personal because he was like calling Sean out. That's his teammate. You know, Sean's ride or die for his boat.
Well, no, the other guy is known for not punching everybody else in the streets.
Who is?
The black guy that was out there with him. I'm sorry, I forgot his name.
I know. He was kind of respectful, but also
But
aggressive.
he was very
and
angry too.
Yeah.
So the guy
Listen,
did piss him off.
Bro, I've been in a million corners. I've been at the fights a million times. Look, it's like a tribe in there. When I'm walking my guy down there, we're a team, we're a unit. We like really care about each other. So when you see your guy get choked out, your blood's already up. Then this guy does a gesture at you. I could feel getting fired up. I could understand it and have some empathy for it. But socking a dude in the cage, I mean, I'm surprised they're not gonna suspend him. You know, because
what about when
the athletic commission? Because you have look, he's in the corner. That means he signed a paper, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
he's a corner man. You can get your license revoked. You can get all that. I don't know if it's going to be a fallout.
Well, I think that's the other thing. He's getting away with stuff because didn't he hit?
He's a big star.
Who's the South
He's a big
African guy
star.
where he just started punching him
yeah,
in the crowd.
he fought in the crowd. Yeah,
Nobody. What happened to him? He got a title
I
fight
know.
after
When you're
that.
a big star, they let you do it. Grab him by
They
the
do.
pussy.
They do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's getting away with this. So
I mean, Jon Jones gets away with it.
Yeah, Jon Jones been getting away with it for a while, and
Doesn't seem
now
like he's getting
he's
away
out.
with
Now he's like done.
Dude, did you see the phone call?
Yeah. Wait, what?
So the lady's like Jon Jones was driving and he was naked.
Wait,
from
they
the,
released it? Oh, I
Yeah.
missed everything.
yeah,
My bad.
she's like, Jon Jones was driving and he was naked from the waist down.
He was too?
That's what she said.
They both
And
were.
then he gets on the phone and talks to the cops and goes, probably don't want to take this any further. My brother and his friends are bad people. They slit throats.
I know. Oh, I heard this.
And I'm like, wait, that wasn't at a civilian. That was at
the
a cop
cops.
on video.
I know. Listen, he was out of his mind, bro. He was
He
super
is
high.
out of his mind.
I know. He constantly
The end.
stays that way. He constantly stays that way.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things that, like, you're balling out of control. You're like the king of ABQ. Well, you know, who's going to tell you to stop? Nobody. And then, you know, everyone's hanging on him.
And nobody can humble him.
Right?
Maybe if he had got humbled, he might have been like,
Somebody,
guys,
look,
my
the
bad.
system will. Enough cops will pile on top of you. I don't care how good you are, Johnny Jones.
You would
yeah,
know.
bud. I fought him for 8 minutes. You know what I mean? They brought enough. They brought enough to
That would have got
finally
a lot
get
of
me out of
respect
there.
in jail, though, right? 8 minutes.
Oh,
people-
bro, listen. I don't want to tell you, but I would get standing ovations every time I came back to that jail. Bro, they were like, heard about me on
It's
the news.
8 Minute Mayhem.
He's coming back. They would see me on the news. They're like, we told you'd be back. And I'm like, you're right. I shouldn't have went ballistic. But, you know, you're feuding with the cops. That's what happens, you know. And Johnny Jones is on the tail end of that, it looks like. He's just going to keep fighting. I don't know what he does
I would
now.
expect him to get worse because now he doesn't have to ever be in shape.
Right? He already looked like a damn soccer dad.
It's a weird thing. Like, you go up to heavyweight, you could go to the gym and get jacked
Bro,
heavyweight.
And he likes
like,
steroids.
I could put on 20 pounds and I
he
wouldn't
should
look
have
that
just
fat.
looked like an Adonis. You know what I mean?
Why did he
Instead-
look so fat?
Because he just ate whatever he wanted.
He did, huh?
And also, I will say there's something about doing kickboxing all the time. You develop lower abs, so it kind of makes you look fatter.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. People don't think about that, but like one of my guys went to Muay Thai in Thailand. He went to Muay Thai training camp for a while, and he came back and the look. At first, I was like, "Oh, this guy's fat or something." Nope. He just that lower abs are super strong for snapping his kicks up.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but I mean, he is carrying extra weight too. But and same as Jon Jones. Jon Jones was like not only extra body fat, but also his lower abs are just built from kicking so much.
Oh, I didn't.
You didn't think about that.
No, I
huh?
did not.
Yeah.
I always thought, like, 'cause I see people in MMA where when they first hit the scene, they seemed skinnier and fitter, and then when they got older and had been in the game for a long time, they got big. You don't realize it because at the time you're like, yeah, that's what he looks like, and then you see like his first fight, you're like, oh, dude, you were like leaner. Like Jon Jones was a lot leaner, but he still was a light heavyweight. And then in the end, before he went to heavyweight, his last light heavyweight fight, he was not a skinny person.
No.
And same with Arlovsky. I mean, obviously
Everyone,
Arlovsky
yeah.
is a different story because I think he just got older.
Yeah.
He seems like the
Everybody
kind of
does.
guy that was like, I did a lot of steroids, and then when I got in my 30s and they tested more and I couldn't do it, my body started to look like a normal person.
Yeah.
'Cause that's
Kind
what
of, yeah. Well, also too, like the mixed martial art, like your body develops into whatever you've been doing a lot, and you can tell the difference between like bodybuilder guys and then dudes who fight, because you have to have all this like crazy weird core muscles that is like from clenching and twisting and jujitsu, and you know what I mean, the stand up, and your body looks different over time. You know, like Dustin Poirier kind of started out like beach muscle guy. And then, you know, now his
He looks
physique
fitter
is
now
much
than ever.
different. That's what I'm saying. His
He
physique
has more
is
abs and stuff.
exactly. Yeah. So I don't know. Yeah, to me, every athlete is different. But yeah, over a long enough time, you develop whatever muscles you've been working on.
Right.
Yeah. So
Yeah, it's interesting body shapes and what it means, because to me it doesn't. I never was like, "Oh, you're real big," or "You're real fat," or "I'm like, I'm not worried about that." The only thing I would be like, if you got big legs, I'm a little cautious. Like if I'm sparring a guy and he got big legs, I'm like,
yeah, because he got some power in there.
Yeah,
huh?
maybe watch. Don't eat too many from that guy. That's what. But if you got skinny legs, I'm like, you might be fast, but I'll catch you. Which is not always right, but I sweat you less. That's for sure. Big leg people, I'm like, oh fuck, here we go. Because I don't get out of the way as much. I'm gonna get hit. I'm like, well, big leg guy's gonna punch me. This could be bad.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Is what it is. There's a video of there's an Ellis Mania idea, because it's like I've done a lot of fights where I invented them and then people furthered the sport, so to speak, where they just did my event somewhere else, and good for them. I really don't care. I'm happy as long as people are entertained. But then I saw one yesterday of people playing soccer with boxing gloves, and I was like, wait a minute.
No.
This is a good idea.
Oh, what? Oh, what the hell?
How do you feel about that?
I don't know. Let me see some of it. I've never seen this. Oh my God! You get double team each other.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
It's not one man to a fight then. All right.
My only thing is like, is there a foul?
I know.
Because
How?
if you're allowed to punch a guy,
Exactly. I'm saying like, bro, I don't know.
I think a foul is like if you use your hands to touch the ball.
Exactly. So wait, what? No kicks here then.
And is there an offside? Because I'm not seeing it.
It's soccer only downstairs, and then punching only upstairs. You cannot kick the guy apparently.
Right. That'd be fair. That's good.
Because I'm saying, like, I would add some kicks into this mix, like, real quick.
Yeah?
Leg kick and punching.
And
I don't know.
The soccer game not going to go very long if there's leg
I
kicks.
don't think so.
Because, man, I was like, yeah, I'll
It's a
play.
short field.
I was like, I'll play, but if it's leg kicks, I'm like, I don't want to play.
To be honest with you, when I played soccer for 1 year, I never had played soccer, but ninth grade, my friends were, and I was like, all right, I'll try it.
Yeah.
And I was like, I never played soccer, so I played hockey, so I kind of knew angles
But you
or
didn't
whatever.
have ball control.
But my job was, they're like, Miller, there's going to be some guys coming down. They're called forwards. You're a defenseman. Okay, I got it. You're just going to run those guys over and kick the ball as far as you can. Great. And that's all I did.
You get fouled though, right?
No, I only got one foul the whole time.
Oh, wow.
Because apparently they showed me that if you shoulder check the guy, it's legal. And I was like, all right. So I would just go and lift dudes off their feet. I played for the ball, but I would just check guys out of the. I just kept sending them off into the.
Dude, my son
stands.
was the diesel on his team.
Is that what you call
He
it?
used to get called. No, that's what I called him, because he would get cold a lot, and if two people collided, one guy would go down, and my son, I would always be like, dude, act like it hurt. Because they would hit him, and they'd go down and be like, oh, and Tiger would stand over and be like, you such a bitch.
I know. Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm very proud of you. You know
gotta
what I mean?
play, though.
But the refs would always be like, you're the bully. And he's like, he's not the bully, he's just not a bitch. There's a difference. But yeah, he was always the heavy. And it was funny to see his like little, like he could tell. He was like, I wiped the floor with all these people. I didn't
physical.
He was just physical, and he's fast too. Like, he's a good athlete. He could box now pretty good too.
Sweet.
But he was definitely a good soccer player. I just didn't like the parents think maybe because they didn't make it that like how now's my chance to like kind of make it with him or something. But it's like he could go pro, and I'm like, at the time I think he was like 12, and I was like, shut up, like just let him have fun playing soccer. Why you got to talk about pros? Like, just let them play soccer.
I think that it's like all of us kind of have like a desire to see somebody succeed, you know?
Yeah, but I look, I always felt like if you love it, you can go anywhere with it. If I tell you to love it,
I know. Yeah,
it's not how it goes.
Yeah,
you know?
because because my dad was beating me over the head with computer school. You need to go to computer school. But I'm like, dude, I didn't really love that. I like got after mixed martial arts back when it was called No Holds Barred, and was like after it, like loved the challenge and learning all these new physical things.
But he's not. Was he an athlete?
My father, no. My father lost a fight to the like Tennessee Golden Gloves champ who went on to the Olympics.
He had a
and
fight.
He was sad.
So he fought.
He had a fight. Yeah.
So he fought.
Yeah.
Good enough to fight a Golden Glove guy.
Yeah, exactly.
That's good.
I know, but see, the thing was, like, he decided, all right, boxing's not for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
After that, and I had a different take on it.
I just always, because people are like, you're a professional athlete, you must want your son to be one. I'm like, I want my son to be happy.
Not. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, and I also know that it's not forever.
Yeah.
Like, when usually if you put your whole life into a sport and then you have to put your whole life into another thing that after you just gave half your life to a sport, you're behind everybody else.
Yeah.
So, is there cool things about being an athlete? Absolutely. It's
Hell
awesome.
yeah.
But if you don't love it and you're just doing it to try and make dad happy, you're not making me happy. Do it for you.
Yeah. Hell
Win
yeah.
for you. Don't do it for me. I got nothing to do with it. If you want to go to school and get a job and sell real estate, I'd be like, you should do that. I think it's a good idea.
My dad was like, computer school. I always think like somewhere in the multiverse, there's like mayhem that like was like with no cauliflower ear, just like sitting at a desk. You know what I mean? Like,
you think you would have been happy?
Drinking a Diet Coke.
I don't think it would have been a Diet Coke.
clicking through the chicken hard whiskey and listening to my kids bitch.
Yeah.
I don't know. To me,
because that's the same as me. Like, if I had to like, if my parents had been like, no, you need an education, because they weren't. But if they had to push it, and I said, yeah, good idea, and then did it. I don't know if I'm a free spirit. You know, like I needed to be creative.
You know, but where did that come from? Is that in your genes, right? Or is
I think it is.
But how much nurture?
I think it's in you.
I know. But how much nurture was it? Like, what affected?
Okay.
I know this is like a weird philosophical discussion at this point. But like, at what point? Okay, was it? At what point was like, okay, I'm gonna be a fighter. All right, maybe I can bet that around 17. But what about earlier when I was like street fighting kids? What was that preparing me for what would happen later?
Well, see, not every little kid has street fights a lot.
I know I did, and they said
which
that,
means you were kind of built for it.
I know. So there's nature nurture thing,
Yeah.
but to send me off on the disciplined path of this instead of just being a gangster, you know what I mean?
Well, sending you on a disciplined path of being a gangster was not a good...
I'm disciplined path. No, instead of disciplined path.
But that's what I'm saying. Like,
follow
if you were
my
like,
dreams.
they were like, hey man, you're really good at beating up people, you should just keep beating people up. That's not a thing that you would recommend your kids to do.
No, but
especially
if you
when there was
sportify it, then suddenly it's okay.
But now there is a career where you can be an MMA guy.
I know.
When, that was like when I was a skateboarder. When I first told my parents, hey, I want to be a pro skateboarder, my parents were like, that's not a job.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
And they kind of had a little bit
my
of an
dad
argument.
said, you're fucking crazy.
Like now, if you're a 12-year-old, you go, hey, I want to be a pro skateboarder.
Yep.
I'd be like, well, how good are you?
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm real good for 12. Then I'd be like, well, then, I'll drive you there.
And 12 years old, you want to be an MMA fighter. We'll take you to the little gym. take it to UFC gym.
Yeah.
They got one in every corner now.
I know, right?
You know what I mean? Start you off there and then go to a real gym later.
It's just crazy it's a weird thing where I know you get hit and it's dangerous, but like so is like I want to be a motocross rider. Like motocross is so dangerous.
Way dangerous, yeah.
And mums and dads support their kids in that.
They do.
I'm like,
until
you guys
they
get
snap
destroyed.
their fibula.
Some kid died.
I bet.
Some like
It's a very
high level
really?
moto dude.
Damn, that's a
It's
shame.
like young. I don't know exactly how. I think he fell and like some other riders ran him over or something.
Damn.
But he's like a 16, 17-year-old kid that was like full like sponsored pro guy. I'm not aware because I don't follow it as much, but he's gone.
Well, in a way, like we kind of are drawn to that sport or fighting too because the inherent danger and risk that's involved. It wouldn't be awesome to watch them go around on motor scooters and rascals, you know what I mean, around the Walmart. It's like we want to see them flying through the air, and that's part of the spectator.
But why do you want to fly through the air, knowing that? Because that's the other thing. I don't think there's anybody out there that races that hasn't had a catastrophic slam.
Yeah.
Like I don't care how good you are, you've been shit whipped.
Yeah,
Sure.
but the beauty of it is flying through the air and you know what I mean, coming down around. It's difficult, so it is fun.
I mean, to me, it was the bonus.
Yeah,
Like, yes, it was. There were slams I took where I was like, that. I'm in shock from how much pain and how catastrophic that was. But when I go back and I make it, it's that much more fulfilling.
Yeah,
because the consequences made it even better.
Yeah,
is that brain?
Yeah,
is that
totally.
Is that like a
100%.
bad?
No, man.
Child?
Dude, the beauty of having a belt on you, the beauty of standing there with the lights and the whole crowd, chanting. Oh, my goodness. Of course. And then, the other side going to crying in the locker room. You know what I mean? Feeling horrible. It's the human condition. The beauty of it, it's two sides of the same coin.
Yeah, I used to think at time with like people that were like, hey, I broke my ankle 4 times in a row. I don't skate anymore. And I'd be like, what a pussy. But then looking back, I'm like, that person might have had some common sense and maybe they realized that they couldn't make it. But I also think, has there been a person out there that has broken their ankle or wrist 4 times in a row and then persevered and then became one of the best in the world? For sure.
Certainly.
So it's whether but you also you got to know your limitations.
Yeah.
Like can some people, could they come back and be like, I'm not giving up, but every time they do it now they're a little hesitant because that last one really fucked with their emotions? And should have they just got back to school and got a job?
Yeah.
Because I think
guess
that
everybody has to have their own walk. A lot of times, if you go for your dream, you know what I mean, and make it to a certain level, great. And then at some point you have to go ahead and retire. Yeah. That's just the reality of athletics. Athletics will wash you out eventually. Yeah. But if you have more in the tank, you can always go again.
I think I got to it.
I know.
There was a mega ramp slam at one point where I was like, I'll be back. And then when I came back, I was like, that last one really hurt. You know what I mean? Like, because I was in the air when I went over the deck. I saw my life flash.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because it was like when Mega Ramp first started, and I did a trick over the gap that I'd never done before, Indy 360, and I was like, ooh, an Indy 540 where I do like a front flip would be cool to do right after it.
Yeah.
And as soon as I went upside down and grabbed my board, I went, oh, I'm over the deck because you can feel it.
Oh, really?
And I kicked and started wiggling around. And when I wiggled, I landed my hip on the coping, and it made a big. I still have a dent, and this is 30 years ago, where I can put my finger in and touch my hip bone, where it made the meat disappear and never come back. It never come back, dude. There's a clear. Here's my hip bone with my finger. Still right now. Made my butt cheeks different. One butt cheek moved in, filled the hole.
I remember this. This is coming back.
It was catastrophic, dude. And then when I bounced, then I went over headfirst into the deck, like over to the flat, and I had to do a front flip and I landed on my back. And that was I was like, I'm dead. And then hit the coping and I was like, I'm alive. Oh no, now I'm dead. And then I hit the ground. I was like, I couldn't feel my legs and they wouldn't move for like 5 minutes. And Jake Brown was there. He started tearing up. He's like, you're all right. And I'm like, you're crying. I'm not all right.
Yeah.
And then turns out I was all right. But
Wait, that was way before.
That was before
Jakey
Jake Slam.
Brown did his super slam.
I was the first guy to go down on the mega ramp where it was like, dude, you guys hear about Ellis? What happened? Dude, he went over the deck on Indy 5.
Did your shoes blow off?
Oh yeah. Dude, that was the other thing. But
sorry to laugh,
that wasn't
but
that big. Like his came off. His landed in Texas.
Yes.
Mine came off and went like 10 feet away.
Okay, not bad.
Shit, mine came off like more than once at that fucking ramp. God, that thing killed me. There were a couple of times where I landed where I was like, I'd rather be dead.
Yeah.
I'm just sitting there like, yeah. Like your wind, everything's gone. Your ribs hurt. Your kidneys hurt. Like the organs got, like they got
I can imagine.
Like you
It's a
fall
shockwave
the
through your whole
building,
body.
dude. Like I had pads on so my legs didn't break.
Yeah.
But it's made my stomach do
I don't know,
something.
bro. I know I would be like a complete pussy in the skateboard world. I
I
would be
don't
in
think
like equipment like a motherfucker.
You can't move.
I know.
That's
but I'm
the
saying,
thing.
no, there's some way to get you.
That's a happy medium.
Yep.
But to me, I think also because I'm a bigger guy, I needed less pads
to really fly,
to really move.
Yeah.
And I always, I was a bigger guy, so when I would slam, I would be like, I'm all right.
Yeah.
And people would be like, dang, like you didn't break your arm for that? And I was like, nah. And I was like, yeah, I can take a hit. So I wore less pads because of that.
I know.
And then I think later on, I was like, I should have had more pads on. I'm pretty sore now.
Well, I don't know, that little skinny skateboard kid.
Yeah, because little guys don't hit the ground as hard.
Well, no, but this kid's arms broke. And I told him as a pro skater, one of your friends, I was like, bro, you need to lift weights. He's like, what? No. And I'm like, no. Yeah, you got to lift weights so when you slam, it's not as bad.
Mm-hmm.
You need to be doing like a lot. And he thought I was kind of crazy, but I think later on I saw him and he lift weights. It was the kid, Brian or something.
Ryan Sheckler?
Sheckler, yeah. I told him lift weights.
Yeah.
Good, okay, good. Because I was like, dude, you need to lift weights. And no. Like, yeah, trust me, if you land.
He did.
Yeah.
He started doing like
good.
proper lifting though.
Oh, great.
Not just like go to the gym. He did like balance lifting and stuff.
Yeah, I feel like
smart.
If you're like an acrobat, you
He had a
have to
personal trainer. He had like, I remember he was like the beginning of the proper athletes of skateboarding.
Oh, okay, good.
Like
wow, because at the time I met him, he was not into it. He thought lifting weights was whack.
No, he had like a coach for his contest rides. He had personal trainers. He was like, and he also had millions of dollars.
Yeah.
Because that's the other thing. It's like, well, you should have all these things. I'm like, are you paying for it?
Yeah.
Because I'm not paying for a personal trainer if I don't have any money. But if I got millions of dollars, then yeah, man, everybody should personally train me. Give me some steroids.
Well, he
while you're
got
at
some millions of dollars because
he had TV shows, and he won multiple X Games.
Okay.
Yeah,
I knew he was a big name.
He won. Yeah.
So he looked at me all crazy when I told him lift weights, but I'm glad to hear.
Oh, we're talking way back, huh? When he was like,
yeah. He was like a skinny kid. I said, hey, man, maybe you should kick me a sponsorship or something.
Yeah, he was a little kid. His mom wrote me a letter, like a fan mail. Like, my son looks up to you, and I gave him a skateboard and wheels, and he rode it for a while.
Sick.
And I was like, man, he was real little. I was like, man, you're amazing for how little you are. And then a couple of years later, he was Ryan Sheckler, and I was like, hey, I had something to do with that.
Nice.
Yeah.
I know, yeah. It's nice to see when you, like, hand a guy a little bit of advice and he takes it.
He's always been nice to me, too. He remembered, so that was cool. One more video before we leave of a guy breaking the world record of a ski jump where I was watching the movie last night where those guys in Italy or Spain or some shit, foreigners, let Strickland handle this, but they played rugby and the plane crashed near Chile, I believe. So maybe they were Chilean.
The Society of the Snow.
Yeah, this guy jumps so far that it looks like he's going to land where that plane crashed. Like it is
Prada.
Dude, watch this.
Oh my
I don't know
goodness.
why Red Bull always gets their fingers in this
No,
shit.
it's not. It's Prada. It's not Red Bull.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
wow,
know.
that is way cooler. But look at that, dude. Look, watch.
Oh, wow.
See, that's where the plane landed down there.
Amazing.
It's like the plane made the landing for him.
Deliver those batteries back so we
Look
don't
at
have to eat each other.
Yeah. Yeah, like the dude, he went and got the batteries and then he jumped back down.
Yeah,
to get, like, he's like,
I
now
remember.
let's eat some ass.
That movie really affected me, man.
Yeah, it's a weird
man.
thing where I was like, that's a movie. Like 70 days, dude.
70?
Yeah,
That was it?
But
They were eating people that quick?
I could live a couple of years on us.
I wouldn't even have went down.
I would have stayed there, and I would have stayed there. We'd be friends with who's the abominable snowman? Abominable.
Just say Yeti, bro.
No. Fuck Yeti. Abominable snowman, man. That guy's cool.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I've been lost out in the damn wilderness.
Have you been?
I mean, no.
Oh,
I always know how to get back.
Yeah. I used to go on walkabout when I was a kid.
I know, huh? That's like a uniquely
Never that
Australian
long.
phrase.
Yeah, people would be like, "Oh man, how long?" And I was like, a day. Like, what am I, a fucking maniac? Like,
what does it mean though? Why do you guys say that walkabout?
Oh, I ripped it off Mick Dundee.
Okay.
No, I didn't go. I just was like, chicks. If I look, dude, I'd say I want to walk about and chicks would blow me. I also said that there were drop bears where koalas had rabies and they fall out of trees and maul your face and they could kill you. Did that happen? No. I've never seen a koala bear with rabies. That's not even true.
No.
Koala bears don't attack people. They run from people.
Do have chlamydia.
But if you tell women that koala bears, I live in a country where koala bears will kill you, they'll date you.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
All right, sick.
So, oh, mate. Nah, and then you got to go, nah, mate, it's not a big deal. You know what I mean? Like, spiders are you? I mean, there's millions of, but it's not a big deal. You just go, go away, spider, you know?
The giving, that's not a knife energy. Yeah, I see.
Yeah, it's an easy thing. Those are gone, though. Yeah, I don't actually want anybody to, if you're just sitting and you're like, oh, man, is it true? Like, no, you cannot, I know I will not date you. That's the other thing, because I think it's because I'm jacked, because it can't be because I'm old. Why would you be into me? I'm old. But chicks slide into my DMs more than ever.
Yeah, so?
I don't really care about, it's a weird thing. I used to fight I want to sleep with everybody.
Yeah.
And now I barely want to sleep with anyone.
I see, yeah.
It's like a weird switch has been turned off. Like, I'll have sex, but I don't really care.
You don't care about sex anymore?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a weird Zen Buddhist kind of monk thing.
Like,
really?
if my chick was like, hey, I'm going away, I'd be like, okay, well, I'll miss you, but, like, I'm not like, well, who's going to jizz me? I'm like, I don't care. Jizz me. I just realized what it's that. What am I, a penis cow?
Yeah. God, bust out the milkers.
Stupid. All right, well, that's a show right
Bro,
there.
that flew fucking by, dog. I don't know how this happened. Am I allowed to cuss on this show?
Yeah. It's been an hour. You can go. I think we covered that too, though. But thanks for doing the show, dude.
All right, yeah, man. Thank you for having me. This has been a great experience. It just flew by. Yeah. Oh shit, we had a chat right there the whole time.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. Well, sorry guys, I didn't even see you.
You get to see us, and then it disappears because this is a podcast. If anybody wants to see more shows, the Jason L Show does a couple of shows a week on Patreon. Patreon.com/EllisMate. Also, you can witness us recording live shows that turn into podcasts like this one. So there you go. Have a good one, everybody. Oh, where did we go? What's Mayhem stuff?
Bro, everybody who watches your show knows who Mayhem Miller is.
I was just trying to be polite.
All right.
Don't die.